welcome into the Wildcat Center, the campus of Johnson Wales University in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina. We have volleyball action for you tonight. First home game in a while.
As the volleyball team takes on Guilford Tech. These two teams met up in Jamestown earlier this season, August 27th. Wildcats won that one 3-0, so we'll see what happens tonight. And we'll turn things over to our public address announcer, Chris Plano, who will have tonight's starting lineups in our national anthem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Johnson Wales University Wildcat Center as your Wildcats host the Titans from Guilford Tech. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please stand and remove your hats as we honor our country and the men and women who serve it with the playing of this evening's national anthem. I am your public address announcer, Chris Plano, welcoming you to the Wildcat Center Gym. Now for the starting lineups for this evening's women's volleyball contest. First for the visiting Titans of Guilford Tech, a freshman, Whiteville, North Carolina, number 1, Marcasia Smith. Freshman, Julian, North Carolina, number 2, Avery McElvey. Freshman, Burlington, North Carolina, number 3, Sylvia Foster. Freshman, Burlington, North Carolina, number 6, Gracia Terrell. A freshman, Greensboro, North Carolina, number 7, Sophie Nemirov. Southmore, Lebanon, Tennessee, number 10, Zia Hamilton. Freshman, Greensboro, North Carolina, number 12, Brooklyn Mallory. A freshman, Greensboro, North Carolina, number 14, Catherine Brisinger. A freshman, Greensboro, North Carolina, number 15, Friada Perez Dominguez. A freshman, Thomasville, North Carolina, number 23, Alexis Hargrove. And a freshman, Reedsville, North Carolina, number 25, Allie Matei. Guilford Tech head coach Sabrina Johnson. She's assisted by Kayla Ferreras. All right, Wildcat fans, let's get on our feet and greet your defending 2018 USCAA Women's Volleyball National Champions, your Johnson & Wales Wildcats. A freshman, Kennesaw, Georgia, number 1, Natalie Carpenter. Senior, Waldorf, Maryland, team toe captain, number 2, Tanaya Scott. Freshman, Chardon, Ohio, number 3, Isabel Lamaster. A freshman, Paw Paw, Illinois, number 5, Riley Arose. A freshman, Maple Grove, Minnesota, number 6, Emily Arons. A sophomore, Taylor, South Carolina, number 7, Demaya Scott. A junior, Spring Lake, North Carolina, number 8, team co-captain, Moana Reed. A sophomore, Branchville, South Carolina, number 11, Lenasia Felder. A freshman, Chesterfield, Virginia, number 12, Caitlin Jerriman. A junior, Swansea, South Carolina, number 13, Ayanna Favor. A sophomore, Boone, North Carolina, number 16, Taylor Walker. And a senior, Gastonia, North Carolina, number 18, Tiana Eason. Your Wildcats are head coached in her 10th season by Callie Phillips. She's assisted in her 7th season by Markeisha Claiborne and team manager Haley Miles.
So there you have it, the starting lineups for tonight's contest. Wildcats come into this one at 14-4 off a 4-0 week last week where they won 4 games on the road. Tuesday at Davidson County Community College. Thursday down in God's country, Rocky Mount, North Carolina, Kelly. And then over the weekend, they won a tri-match up in West Virginia, Bluefield State, where they beat Alice Lloyd and then the host, Big Blues. Guilford Tech comes in this game at 1-14 on the season, so the Titans struggling a little bit this season. They're going to look to get back on the winning track tonight, but Wildcats, I think, will have a little something to say about that. So for the call tonight's action, we'll turn you over to the voice of the Wildcats, Kelly Turner.
All righty, welcome in, fans. It's been a while here, but we are back on home court here at the Wildcats Center Gym. Wildcats take the floor on the right side of your screen in the white uniforms. The Titans on the left side in the pink uniforms. We are in October. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Out on the floor for the Wildcats in the black libero jersey, number 1, Natalie Carpenter. Also out there, number 6, Emily Aarons. Number 7, Demaya Scott. Number 8, Moana Reed. Number 13, Iona Favor. And number 2, Tanaya Scott. And for the Titans, and the white libero shirt, number 1, Marquasia Smith. Also out there is number 15, Frida Perez Dominguez. Number 12, Brooklyn Mallory. Number 7, Sophia Nemerov. Number 6, Gracia Terrell. And number 2, Avery McKelvey. So Titans will start this one off to serve. And that's Mallory that sends that one across. Off the ceiling, played by Scott. And Reed gets it over. They look to set McKelvey, tips it up. Wildcats are ready. Quick tip there from Reed, gets the kill. And they're going to say, actually in the net. So as Moana Reed actually tipped that one over, her arm must have grazed the net. So it'll be a first point for the Titans instead.
Nobody had a better view of it than the referee, so can't really argue with that one.
Diving forward is Reed. Scott plays it up and over. They're going back to McKelvey, and this time they're going to get Terrell in the net. So both teams exchange errors there. Taylor Walker, big country checking in for the Wildcats. She'll replace Aarons. It'll be Moana Reed back to serve. Blocked there is Tanaya Scott.
Scott, one of the national leaders in blocks. I believe she was 4th when I looked earlier this week in total blocks. Adding to her total there, I believe that's 77 on the season for the senior from Waldorf, Maryland.
Right at the net, couldn't get to it in time with McKelvey, and it'll be a Wildcats point. I think either way, Walker would have put that right back down on the floor.
Big Country was waiting to go Mutombo on it.
You should go up to her and ask her who Mutombo is. Let me know what she says.
These kids these days, no sense of history.
So now back to serve for the Titans, Gracia Terrell. Wildcats with a 3-2 lead early in this first set. Good save there for Scott. Nearly got the kill. A couple diving saves and the one-handed play there from Terrell. Gets it over. Great play from both teams. Reed looking for the corner. McKelvey on the attack. Gets the kill. Gets it right by Scott.
Nice work there by Guilford Tech, making a couple hustle plays to keep the ball alive, and then McKelvey put one away deep in the Wildcats' back corner for the kill.
So if you're just tuning in, Wildcats in white on the right side of your screen. Guilford Tech left side of your screen, just about to serve right now. There goes Terrell. They are in the pink jerseys. There's Demaya Scott again looking for that back corner. Guilford Tech's been ready so far. Both Reed and Scott wanted a piece of it. It was Scott that got it first. And McKelvey plays it back over. Favor rises up, puts it down, gets it right by Mallory. Emily Oros is going to check in for Favor.
Riley Oros.
Yes, Riley Oros. Yep, excuse me. I've only had one cup of coffee today. And that hits the ceiling and takes a different direction, but it is still the Wildcats' point.
The balls don't often hit the goals or the ceiling here.
Happened twice
already. Really strange.
It is, we are in October, so things might be getting a little spooky here. And that was Nemiroff, couldn't get that one across. Wildcats point.
As you mentioned, Kelly, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Wildcats will have Dig Pink Week coming up in a couple weeks.
We'll get Terrell in the net.
They have like 4 home games in 6 days or something crazy like that.
Oros looking for the left corner, just a bit long. Free point for Guilford Tech. Number 3, Sylvia Foster checks in for Smith. And it'll be Nemiroff to serve. Scott gets that one across. McKelvey gets it over. A couple Wildcats there. And Wildcats couldn't get it back across. A little hot potato action there. About 4 or 5 hits. Nemiroff again to serve. Tanai Scott on the attack. Great dig. Couldn't get it back over, though. That was a great effort from Sophie Nemiroff. Diving attempt. Tiana Eason checks in for the Wildcats. She replaces Tanai Scott. Eason now back to serve. LeMaster as well checked in. She moves into the front row with Walker and Demaya Scott. That one awkwardly off the hand of Reed, out of bounds. Tanai Scott will come right back in.
Not sure what Mo was trying to do with that one. She kind of came in with a one-arm kind of punch motion at it.
She came flying in there too for us, so I think she had the idea in her head of what she wanted to do, just couldn't execute. Big country.
She can execute. Walker puts that one down hard cross court.
Aarons checks in for Walker. Just got that big kill. Wildcats up 9-6 early in this first set. Aarons sends that one across. Played over by Dominguez. They're looking to set Maya Scott. Almost got the ceiling again there. And it falls just short. Aarons again with the serve. Sends it middle, received by McKelvey. And 50-50 ball out of bounds. So really no chance for anybody. It'll be a Wildcat point. We're going to get a timeout from head coach Sabrina Johnson. Guilford Tech's going to talk it over. We'll take the break with them. Wildcats lead. It's Emily Aarons back. They lead 11-6. Received by McKelvey and played over by Mallory. Wildcats with it now. Short set for LeMaster. They're going to get number 3, Sylvia Foster, in the net. So Wildcats point. Chuck, I got to say, good job flipping that screen in the timely fashion there. We apologize to the fans that might have been anxious to see the end of the previous home game we had. It was a nail biter that unfortunately couldn't see on the screen, but we're human. We're human. We make mistakes.
There was conspiracy theory floating around that we didn't want to see the call that was made for the touch on the ball by Sandhills, but no truth to those rumors.
So Wildcats get the point there off the bad serve. Iona Favor back in for the Wildcats. It's Demiah Scott now back to serve. Wildcats leading 13-7. That's the third one off the ceiling tonight. And Moana Reed gets the kill. That's 2 kills. Excuse me, actually just one. The first one she had on the first point got taken away from being in the net. So,
and I think that serve was going to be out. But McKelvey decided to play it anyway.
Miscommunication there. Ace.
That ball finds the campfire.
Where'd you hear that one from, Chuck?
Where did I hear that one? Can't quite place it.
That one played up and across to the back row. Wildcats with it now. Short hopper for Lemaster. And they're going to get Foster in the net again. Either way, it was going to be a kill. So Wildcats point. Wildcats rolling here in this first set. Again, this is their first home game in, what is it, 2 weeks, Chuck?
The 24th of September was the last home game.
It's been a while, and they seem to find their groove here as we get another Titans timeout. We'll take it with them and be back here in a sec. All right, again back out of timeout. Wildcats leading 17-7. Demiah Scott now back to serve, right side of your screen. Put some heat on that one off the hands of Dominguez for the ace. And that time, not enough on it. So a freebie, which the Titans will gladly take. They're down by 10. Smith now back to serve. Ooh, there's Iona Favor getting the kill.
Iona's had a couple of good swings tonight where she's been able to get a good run up, way up in the air and hit it deep into the Guilford Tech backline.
Nemiroff has to play it over. Wildcats with it now. Iona Favor again. Gets it through the block for the kill.
I think they're going to get Nemiroff in the net. But as you said, Kelly, it would have been a point anyway.
And another ace. This time it's Natalie Carpenter. Gets the nod at libero tonight.
Freshman from Kennesaw, Georgia, done well since filling in for Lenasia Felder at the libero spot.
Cats get the point there. Looking to close out this first set. Checking in for the Wildcats. It's number 12, Caitlin Jerriman. So we had the shortest player on the team and the tallest player on the team now out on the floor for the Wildcats. Short set for Jerriman. Easy money right there. Teammates are fired up for that one. Smith plays it over. They look back for favor. Another kill. Wildcats now set point here. Carpenter back to serve. Gave one to him. I think Carpenter was looking for that left corner for the ace. Got a little too greedy on that one. Guilford Tech. Oh, they come back with the ace.
That one just hit the tape and barely rolled over right in front of Favor and Jerriman.
That was Brooklyn Mallory. She'll serve again. And got him again. So 2 for 2 so far.
Mallory, secret weapon for the Titans.
Able to stay alive. And that'll do it. Gives one right back. Wildcats take this first set 25-11. We'll be back here in a few.
(25-11). They're in game number 1. They cruise past Guilford Tech. We're checking the lineups, making sure we're ready to rock and roll here. Wildcats have their normal starters out there.
So both teams have switched sides. Wildcats now on the left side of your screen. They're in the white jerseys. Guilford Tech, right side of your screen in pink. So liberos will check in, and we'll get the second set started again. Wildcats took that first set easily. We'll see if they can repeat here in the second set. Natalie Carpenter back to serve. And it's going to be Nemiroff plays it over. Good set for Reed, reaching back to set Scott. Was able to get the kill.
Really nice job by Moana there, kind of taking that one and pulling it back into play, and then getting it over to Tanaya, who put it away.
And off the hands of Smith, out of bounds, Wildcats point. Good hustle, keeping it alive. And they play it over, but out of bounds, too far off the hands of Nemiroff. Wildcats open up on a quick 3-0 spurt. And they look to add to their lead. McKelvey off the block, out of bounds. And the Titans get their first point of this set.
Good swing by McKelvey there. She hit it off the double block of Scott and Reed, and the ball goes out of play.
So Terrell now back to serve. Received by Carpenter. Reed sets Tanaya Scott. That one on the line. Aarons plays it. Short one for Scott. Puts it where no one is. Great kill there from Tanaya Scott.
Nice work by Aarons there to kind of see that ball was going to come down right on the line or close to it, close enough where she had to go ahead and play it.
Walker checks in for Aarons. Moana Reed now back to serve. Dug up there from Scott. Go right to Big Country. The one-handed stab from Terrell keeps it in play. Anna Favors had the hot hand. Terrell there again. McKelvey off the block, gets the point. Another good-looking swing there, gets it through the double block. Foster checks in to replace Smith. Be Nemiroff back to serve, right side of your screen. Wildcats leading this second set 4-2. Again, they took the first match, and they're looking to go up 2-0 here.
I think that ball hit the antenna out of play. So Wildcats will get the point there.
Riley Oros checks in to replace his Favor. All right, the net. They're going to get Foster in the net, so it'll be Wildcats point. And a heat seeker from Oros, just long.
Oros threw the fastball, needed to change up on that one.
So it'll be McKelvey now back to serve. Titans only down by 3. And that one's in for the A's. Scott dove, thinking it was going to be out of bounds.
I think everybody thought it was going to be out. Scott, the line judge, Coach Phillips. That ball just ducked at the very last second and caught a piece of the line.
So McKelvey again, this time to the left side. They set Demaya Scott. Kept alive. They play it over. Wildcats now with it. Big country again. This time the Titans were ready for it. And that one hitting the net. Nemiroff. Eason and LeMaster check in. Tiana Eason will be back to serve. Guilford Tech will get substitution. Number 23, Alexis Hargrove, checks in from McKelvey. So Eason, left side of your screen, sends that one across. Right at the net, put down quickly by LeMaster.
Don't come any easier than that for Isabel. She'll take it.
Short serve from Eason, played up by Dominguez. And they'll get the double there on the Wildcats. Tanai Scott back in. Dominguez back to serve now for the Titans. And Scott gets the kill. Emily Aarons looks to check in for Walker. Number 25, Allie Mathai will check in for Dominguez for Guilford Tech. It'll be Aarons back to serve now. Good reach there from Scott. Got it right back across.
A little miscommunication there between Oros and Scott. Tanaya Scott, that is.
You don't see that often.
Now Riley went back to get it, and then Tanaya called her off at the last second.
Good kill there, Demaya Scott. Out of favor is going to check in for Oros. Scott back to serve now. Right at the net. And I'm not sure if did Favor get a hand on it, or was it short?
It was circling back over net, and Demaya Scott was the one that put that one away, I believe.
Well, either way, Wildcats point, and couldn't get to it that time. Nearly the same exact play. Life comes at you quick, man.
Coach Phillips having a quick word with Ayana, but
and we'll get a timeout here. It'll be timeout from Guilford Tech. We'll be back here in a minute. Back here. Yep. You go ahead, Chuck. You got it, man.
Back out of timeout, 12-7. Wildcats.
That one off the hands of Mallory, out of bounds. Wildcats extend their lead. 13-7 now, midway through this second set. Carpenter again with the serve. And gives a freebie. Mallory with the serve. Aarons receives. Short set for Favor. And that one is in. Paints the line there on the left side. Luana Reed now back to serve. Taylor Walker quickly into the game for Aaron's. So Chuck, you want to give us an update on this upcoming week, next week or two for fall sports?
Yeah, quick update. Tomorrow's women's soccer game at Averett has been canceled. So no women's soccer tomorrow.
That was another big kill from Big Country.
Our next home games, plural now, are next Tuesday, the 16th of October. It is now a doubleheader. Women's soccer has added a match against Regent. That'll be a 5 o'clock kickoff. And then the men will play the Royals at 7:15.
That was a great effort there from McKelvey. Ooh, that time got Big Country on that one.
Walker was kind of coming back down and wasn't at the height of her jump there, and McKelvey, Johnny on the spot, blocked that one right down in front of her.
15-9. Nemiroff back to serve. Quick one right across the tape. Guilford Tech with it now. Played across. Wildcats on the attack again. It's Walker. They get it right back. Demaya Scott with the set. The law firm that time. That's the fourth time it's hit the ceiling. And again, it favors the Wildcats. Another kill.
That doubleheader on the 16th begins a stretch of 14 home games in 11 days. I think the YouTube channel will be live more often than it's not during that stretch. And sometimes we'll be running 2 streams at the same time.
Got to get your vocal workout in, Chuck. So Wildcats with it, the lead, 17-9. Now with the ball. Demaya Scott on the attack.
Swing by Demaya.
They go to Walker this time off the block out of bounds for the point. Out of favor now. Back to serve. Diving attempt. Trying to get out the way of her teammate. And good effort there, just couldn't get it across. Out of favor again. Off the hands, heads up scores table. Smith's going to come back in for Guilford Tech.
Delicia Hicks and Mossy Hall over there. The H&H squad man in the scoring computer.
Running attempt, can they get it across? Oh, not enough on it. So close.
Nice hustle by Reed, and then a good try by Ayana. Just couldn't get there to get it over.
You know, if we didn't have these bleachers, Chuck, I think Reed could have kept going full speed and got that one. That was a business decision right there, yep. So McKelvey again back to serve. Carpenter receives. They look for Scott on the attack off the block. Gets the point. Wildcats closing in on closing out this second set. They lead 21-10. Lemaster and Eason both check in. Tiana Eason back to serve.
Are you going a little Billy Joel on this? That's moving in, I'm moving out. Closing in to closing out.
You know me, Chuck. I like my classic music. Guilford Tech will get the point there. Hargrove set to check in. She'll replace McKelvey. It'll be Dominguez.
A couple times now, Guilford Tech has won those one-on-one battles right at the net.
So again, Dominguez, right side of your screen, back to serve for the Titans. And Walker and Eason kind of deciding who was going to get to it, and neither of them could decide on that in time. So another free point for the Titans. Dominguez again to serve. Played over from Eason. Terrell sets Mallory and hits that one wide right.
Kind of hoping for the Eason kill off the Walker assist there. Don't know if either have had a kill or an assist at this point.
So Mathai back in for the Titans. Aarons checks in for Walker. Aarons now to serve. Foster plays that one over. Oros is there. Short set for LeMaster. Booming kill. Wildcats now 2 points away from taking this second set. Terrell able to get to it. Foster plays it over. And Demise Scott on the attempt, couldn't get it across.
I think Demaya mistimed her jump a little bit and then tried to hit it left-handed after she couldn't get it with her right.
So it'll be Foster now back to serve. Aarons from the back row plays it across. Reed trying to catch him off guard. Guilford Tech ready for it. And they'll get the double on Terrell. Wildcats now with chance for set point. Favor checks in. Demise Scott back to serve. (24-13). Wildcats looking to close out this second set, and they do. The miss hit from Nemirov puts the Wildcats up 2-0. We'll be back.
We are back here ready for set number 3. Wildcats up 2-0 against Guilford Tech, looking for their 15th win of the season. Wildcats set to go with their normal starting group, as is Guilford Tech.
Both teams again switch sides. Wildcats now on the right side of your screen. Guilford Tech on the left side of your screen. Wildcats in the white uniforms. Titans in the pink. So we're set to get this one started. Guilford Tech will have first serve, and it'll be Brooklyn Mallory set to start this third set.
When I was given the upcoming events update, I failed to mention Wildcat Madness, which takes place Thursday nights, 8 o'clock here in the gym. You'll get a chance to see men's and women's basketball teams for the first time this year.
Taylor Walker checks in for Aarons. Moana Reed back to serve. Wildcats got the first point off a service error. So, Chuck, you want to explain to the viewers that might not know what Wildcat Madness is about?
Well, Wildcat Madness is our version of Midnight Madness. We'll have games and contests for the students, giveaways, meet the teams. I think we're going to showcase all 5 of our teams at the event. And then I believe the campus activities board is going to show a movie afterwards right here in the gym, with popcorn and snow cones and all kinds of good stuff.
Sounds like a blast.
Yeah.
Good thing I'm not on the payroll for you anymore. You can't stick me in the mascot uniform again.
I have nothing to do with Wildcat Madness, so someone else stuck you in the mascot uniform.
No, you just forced me to be out in the heat of the golf tournament. So Guilford Tech on the attack. Kelvy gets it over. Quick set for Scott. Terrell was ready for it. Kelvy again, this time too strong. Out of bounds, wide right. Wildcats quick lead, 4-1. Kelvy plays that one up, over, and out of bounds.
Favor and Carpenter were all over that one. Had the eyes on it, making sure that one was going to be long.
If you want to do classic rock trivia, you could say that one was hit over the hills and far away. Walker winds one up. Her hit's too strong, so both teams exchange bad hits there. We sit at 5-2. Nemrov now to serve for the Titans. Scott, booming attack there. Can they get it across? No, they can't. The Wildcats with the point. Eason and LeMaster check in.
Again, Reed, just a great job to stay out of the net that time. That pass kind of carried her a little close to it.
The double block from Walker and LeMaster. They're going to get 4 hits. So it didn't.
I'll take the point, but I think the Wildcats made the touch there.
It's hard to see from our angle, especially where I'm standing. You might have a better view, but I just see one straight line. So that time, Titans get the point there. Tanai Scott checks in for Eason. McKelvey to serve. Good eye from Oros. Straight out of the matrix, dodging that one. Aarons checks in for Walker. Aarons gives a freebie away. Keeps Guilford Tech within 4. Titans trying to stay alive and force a 4th set. Wildcats currently with the lead. I thought that one was heading straight for the up ref. So Mathai back in. She replaces Dominguez. Favor checks in for the Wildcats, and Demaya Scott will be back to serve now. Right side of your screen. Wildcats with a 9-4 lead. There are 3 Titans players in the vicinity of that one. No one could really get a clean hit.
Hargrove almost clocked her teammate in the face there. It was a friendly fire situation.
Quick block. LeMaster wasn't expecting that one. Foster quickly rose up.
Foster and Mallory right there. Good combo block for the Titans.
So Foster, she subbed out for Smith. Got a good high five from Coach Johnson. Wildcats point there.
Guilford Tech.
So Nemirov again.
All freshmen and 1 sophomore, so a young squad. You see flashes. Another year under the belt. They could be a pretty good squad next year about this time.
And Tanaya Scott missed that one.
Tanaya was backing up as she was trying to hit that one. Just couldn't get enough on it to get it over the net.
You know, I think Patrick Mahomes could have got that one.
Now Mahomes had the other problem after he got hit the other night. He was firing balls over everybody's head.
It don't matter. He could have one leg. He'd still beat everybody in the NFL right now. And that one hits the antenna. Wildcats point. Big Country back in for Aarons. Moana Reed back to serve. There goes the ace. Wildcats starting to pull away here midway through this 3rd set.
Moana Reed was a National Player of the Week or National Setter of the Week a couple weeks ago. Just found out today that Lana Trucy from women's soccer was the UCAA National Women's Soccer Player of the Week. Lana had a goal and an assist in the Wildcats' 2-1 upset win over number 5 Warren Wilson on Saturday. So congratulations to Lana for that.
So after the Anna Favor kill, Guilford Tech calls a timeout. We'll take it with them and be back here in a minute. Wildcats lead this 3rd set, 14-16. All right, quickly out of the timeout. Both teams out on the floor now. Moana Reed back to serve. Kind of mishit there from Mallory. Hit off her hands and then went off her chest. So Reed again to serve. Middle of the floor. Smith receives. And McKelvey again on the attack off the hands of Scott. So like you said, Chuck, earlier, very young team for the Titans, but they've showed flashes here today. Number 2, Avery McKelvey's had a great game. That one's in. Scott, the law firm, let that case go. They weren't going to take that one on.
Yeah, Guilford Tech they do okay on the defensive end. They just got to figure out a little bit of a better attack. That seems to be where they're lacking the most.
And good eye there that time from Tanai Scott. Lets that one sail out of bounds. On a favor to serve now. Dominguez back in from a thigh. And Smith to play it across. Wildcats with it now. Reed looks to set Walker. Another kill. Favor plays it to the middle of the floor. They set for McKelvey. Titans will get that point off the double from Demaya Scott. Foster is going to check in for Smith. Nemerov back to serve, left side of your screen for Guilford Tech.
Ora comes in for the Wildcats, replacing Favor.
Tonight Scott winds one up, gets the kill. LeMaster and Eason, usual rotation for the Wildcats. They check in. It'll be Tiana Eason back to serve. Wildcats with an 18-9 lead, looking to close out this third set, taking care of business. There's another classic rock reference for you, Chuck. Wildcats point there off the double. Caitlin Jerriman back in for Big Country. Eason again back to serve. That's a soft serve that time. Couldn't get it across the net. Tonight Scott will check in.
Rare mistake there from Tayana. She's usually money with those serves.
Well, speaking of money in classic rock, Eddie Money recently passed away. Rest in peace. Ooh, that's Demaya Scott. Good looking swing there.
That ball had 2 tickets to paradise.
I can guarantee you my mom, she's watching right now, is probably cracking up. And LeMaster gets the kill.
We have Caitlin Jerriman serving here, I believe. These are Caitlin's first collegiate serve attempts.
All right, well, here we go. Jerriman to serve. Gets it over. Played at middle by McKelvin. Foster winds one up. Quickly across from Scott. Dominguez couldn't get it across. Wildcats point.
Jerriman's going to get a third attempt. Maybe she can serve us out here. 3 points away as we get a timeout from the Titans. We'll take it with them and be back in 1 minute.
All right, so out of the Guilford Tech timeout. Wildcats 3 points away from taking this match. No, different from last game. Viewers out there will actually get to see the final points here today. As Wildcats get that point. Chuck, you know I'm just kidding with you, man. Another serve from Jerriman trying to paint that back line just a little too far. Aarons will check in. So Dominguez to serve. And quickly put down on the double block from Reed and Scott. Wildcats match point coming up. Iona Favor checks in. Demaya Scott back to serve. Emerald plays it over in the back row. Scott's there. Reed sets to Favor. Off the block. Wildcats take this one. So they get the sweep, 3-0.
Iona Favor takes us home tonight. Wildcats improved to 15-4 on the season. Guilford Tech falls to 1-15. That'll just about wrap it up from here. Once again, we'll be back on the air next Tuesday, October 16th. Women's soccer at 5, followed by men at 7:15 against Regent. Until then, enjoy your evening, and we are signing off.